Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So since I proposed the reform of Wing Chun Queen, starting the Wing Chun West era, where using the scientific to teach, to explain the ancient technology as an education, I got a Wing Chun friend who actually wrote me saying that I'm starting a cult and I just studying something to make money, okay? And so they say, well, prove to me, well, what do you say is proper, okay? So, well, first, since this is an education, I want this to stay with us in YouTube for next 100 years, okay? So let's get things straight today, cast in stone, okay? Now, if we want to talk about fighting art, okay, we need to have a reference from the ancient China, okay? Not me, I'm not the guy, I'm not the best fighter, I don't fight in a life and death situations. So, who are we going to use as reference? General Qi Guang, okay? Check in the history who he is, and he is a real coach of the Imperial Guard. And he's a real guy who fought the Japanese pirate and defeat them all, okay? So, let's get out the book of the 1560s. We use the dominant factor there to set as a reference. Then you can see why do I say we need to reform it, okay? So let's look at it for evidence. I like to talk with evidence, okay? This is book written or edited, by General Qi Guang, and here say Ming Dynasty Qi Guang edited and composed. Okay. Chapter 14 of this book. Chapter 14. Here is the key of martial art today. Okay. And the key over here, it is talking about momentum. The ultimate of the fighting is the handling of momentum. Okay, so from this line, okay, this line to this line, okay, it is talking about momentum. So over here, it said that every momentum is it flow itself and it change. Okay, it adapt. And then over here, it said that when people will not be able to know how is the change, it is cert, meaning that it is a real mastery. It is a real expert or real handling of the art. Okay, of this fighting. So meaning that momentum is the bottom line. If you are really good in fighting, meaning that your momentum is beyond what usually people think, but it is so well handled. Okay. And over here it said that when you talk about the martial arts. Or fighting art, at first is saying that the body or the body mechanic has to be lively, okay, and over here he lists out all the different or most of the different Chinese martial art at his time, and of course all martial art come with its mechanics, okay, body mechanics and momentum, so forth. And then over here, this is where he suggests that, okay, you want to be have a variety of understanding, like today's we talk about MMA, okay? And so over here, he talked about the testing of the art. Okay, not because of I'm ego or anything. It's not based on ego, but based on testing it so that one know whether the techniques works or not works and can improve it. Okay, this is over here, the last thing. So it is like we get General Chi Guang standing here. This is what he said. Number one is momentum handling when you want to talk about fighting. Number two is your body, which is the body mechanics. You have to be lively. Okay. The third thing he talked about there is there are different type of arts, and of course it comes with different momentum characteristic and the body mechanics and the power type. Okay. And techniques is just adapt to the situations. Okay. Now, so number one is momentum. Those who is superior in fighting have a superior control or handling of momentum. That's the bottom line. The second, in order to handle the momentum, the body mechanics, the body has to be lively, the body mechanics has to be skilled with it, okay, meaning expert in that. Develop that, train that, condition that, okay. And there are different type of characteristics of momentum and power type and mechanics due to different arts. Okay? So that's the bottom line. This is the no joke, serious martial arts stuff. Now look at it today, okay? You look at the Chinese martial art, the long fist, it has its mechanics. Like the long fist, they loose up their shoulder, loose up their hip, using the hip, okay? Those are the mechanics, and they have a different type of momentum, okay? Which is a long fist momentum. The short strike is retract the arm, and the body get close in, retract the arm, have the torque playing the action reaction force. Okay? Now, if you look at Western boxing, you see the momentum and the mechanics. You look at BJJ, you look at the grappling, same thing. You have momentum and you have different mechanics, which is the drill with, and they are so good at it, they have skill in it. Okay? So, that pitch of 1560, by today's standard, it is valid, it is universal. Okay? It's universal truth of fighting. Handling momentum, and you need all this body mechanics to support it. Okay? Now, techniques is something which you should adapt. You need to adapt to it in the situations, but the core is the momentum again, and you need the development of the skill in the body mechanics where you are in the style which you are expert in. Okay? Just look at the grappler, okay? All the training, the skill, rolling the ground and whole bunch of stuff, you need to train those mechanics. Now, that is a reality. And again, Wing Chun is what? It's a short strike, meaning that you have to have the mechanic, you have to have the long coming, short receive, close in, and those type of momentum characteristics. Now, look at Wing Chun today. Look at Wing Chun today. Wing Chun today is, we all know, is Tan Bong Fok. That is the center of universe. Tan Bong Fok is the center of universe in the general public. Okay? And then you have the Chen Pan, central universe. Okay? So Tan Bong Fok is the techniques, and this is Chen Pan, and there's the universe. How about the body? The body is, you have to stand there, hold into your iYikKam with some kinds of triangle geometry shape. And then you have this bracing, or you have your elbow pushing, and then you have your forward pressure. Okay, that's what it is. And in fighting, you need to use your tan bong fok to fight. Okay? And if it's not enough, you stand there, you say, I'm going to use mind power, chi power. Okay? If that's not enough, you say, well, I want to use Tai Chi Jing, and I have to use a Yi Quan Zhan Zhuang. Now, let me ask everybody here a question. What is all this thing got to do with the reality which is stated by General Qi Ji Guang, which is valid even today, which is fit to the law of physics, momentum handling, techniques. With the body stand like that, the body stood like that, these techniques. Where is the momentum practice? Where? While the real life, the real people, including General Qi Ji Guang, until today's BJJ or boxing is needed to play with momentum. Where is your momentum play? Your chi style and all this thing and like this, where's the momentum play? Okay? It is violating the Chinese ancestor Qi Ji Guang already. Okay? The second thing is mechanics. What mechanics is there? Bracing, forward pressure, put the elbow in here. What is the mechanic compared with the long fist mechanic, short strike mechanic, or throw mechanics? Where is it? What do we train? And all this mind power and all this stuff. Where is it anything written in the guy who has to lead the army to fight the Japanese army, life and death, with a really minimum casualty, read the history, and be the Imperial Guard coach which trained his Imperial Guard of Special Force? Where is it? Where is all this Jing, Qi, all this thing stuff? Where did he talk about this? You have to use this technique, that techniques. Well, seriously, Wing Chun today, as I mentioned in the other YouTube, is living in movie, is living in hearsay, it is living in somebody's super subjective ego. This is Wing Chun, my Wing Chun. It's open secret that people who teaching Wing Chun learn BJJ to subdue his student. It is not a secret, it's an open thing where people using boxing, Western boxing, to fight the own Wing Chun classmate or other people. Those are not Wing Chun. So you look at it. This is what General Qi Ji Guang said. This is what Wing Chun today, like a movie, okay? Don't we want to use a Western scientific way to see clearly what's going on here? And by the way how I describe this video today is the systematic way. It's a Western trained scientific way, like an engineer describe what is the issue and how to solve the problem in engineering. So, this is Wing Chun West era, Wing Chun 2017. We want to get down to the reality and solve the issue. Not just getting some hearsay or living in some kinds of movie world. Will this Tan Bong cover the whole scenarios of momentum? It doesn't even cover momentum. It is just a technique. And when people fought in MMA, I always heard that people say, hey, when you fought in MMA, how come you don't have fought Tan Bong, Fok Lan Sao, all this thing? Are you crazy? Even General Qi Ji Guang don't say that. You handle the momentum. Technique, it comes, it doesn't come, it doesn't come. Why do one has to use this, showing this like in the movie? Wing Chun, Henrik Wing Chun. Are you crazy? So, now I share everybody in a straightforward way. I'm not the best fighter, I don't know everything, I'm not the grandmaster. But I show you the book of the General Chi Guang. You guys saying that, oh, we do research, internal Wing Chun. Why is that thing which is the facts, the truth of Chinese martial arts proven? It's not based on, not recite. Is anybody going down to the sleep? Oh, we have the chi power. You touch me, you fly. Well, the guy who in the war zone have to fight that way with their life and death, like General Chi Guang. So it's up to you. If you want your Wing Chun as entertainment, live in a different world called Wing Chun world, that's fine with me. But as a reality of the Chinese martial art, it's time to wake up and reform. What I'm presenting here today is exactly Wing Chun West. The beginning, the concept of it. I didn't change a thing from the ancient technology. In fact, I'm just expressing, describing the ancient Chinese technology with or in a Western scientific, systematic way. So everybody knows what's going on. Am I the first one who know this? No. Look at Bruce Lee writing. He said this, they talk about this classical mess, okay? And look at it in his writing. So I'm not the first one. I'm not. In fact, I'm not some kind of a gurus or anything. It has been there for so long. Somebody had to say something. And for me, what I care is education. How can we live in a kind of a fantasy world and thinking Wing Chun have the ultimate this and internal Wing Chun that? In fact, that is not follow the Chinese tradition, like in that book. But somebody created it. So this is for you today.